guys, I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
And welcome to Craig and Ryland's
The Magic Review Show.
Magic Review Show. Welcome back to episode 4, guys. This is the show where we look at some of the newest items in Magic. Newest stuff, like brand new stuff that's just been released.
Yeah.
And also older classics. And we're going to perform...
Older classics?
Yeah, the older tricks, you know, things that have been around for a while. And we're going to perform everything that we review, aren't we? And we're going to go straight into it right now with our first review. It's a brand new item available from... I haven't seen this in many places. I've seen it on Penguin, but I haven't seen it in many places. It's Sonic Dice, which is this. Sonic Dice. Now, you've seen me playing around with this, but you don't actually know how this works. For those of you that have been around for a while, not like Ryland, this is actually a new version of Flash Dice by Tenyo, which you won't have heard of because it was way before you were born. But there's a really good trick called Flash Dice, and what they've done is they've taken Flash Dice and they've made it out of a see-through container. They've given it a little leather case. It looks very, very nice. I'm going to perform the trick first of all, and then we can talk about it, okay? So let's start off with a performance of Sonic Dice. So guys, I have here 5 dice. You can probably hear them. I have 5 dice inside a little see-through container.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, yeah. Inside a see-through container. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, those 5 dice, they're my prediction, okay? Now, what I'd like you to do, Ryland, if you were, there's 6 numbers on a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I was going to ask you to name a number, let's say you throw an invisible dice, what number would you like?
6.
You sure?
Yeah.
Cool beans. Let's see what we're going to do. I want you to watch really carefully. We're going to use a pack of cards for this. 52 cards, they're all there, they're all different. Is that fair, Ryland?
Yeah.
Now, the first thing that we need is we need a mystery card. So I'm going to riffle down the deck. Just say stop.
Stop.
Cool. So this is going to be our mystery card. I'm going to put it face down over there. That's going to be the card that nobody knows until later on. Now we need another 5 cards picked from 5 different parts of the deck. So I'm going to spread through the cards, right? Just touch a card near the top as I go through. Touch one. That's great. And as I go through, touch a second one. That one there. And a third one as I go through. That one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a fourth one as I go through. Was that one or that one or that one? That one. And finally a 5th one from around this area. That one there. You sure?
Yeah.
Now, are you happy with those 5 cards?
Yeah.
Because you could have picked any that you wanted to, but you wanted these 5. Is that fair?
Yeah.
We won't even use the rest of the deck. I'll put them away. Now, no one can know what those 5 cards are. I'm going to alternate the order of them. And you're going to do it at random. I'd like you to say deal or split. If you say deal, I'll deal the card on the table. If you say split, I'll change the positions of the 2 cards and then just drop them on the table. So deal or split?
Deal.
Deal. And again, deal or split?
Split.
So we'll change the positions of those 2 cards and put them there. Deal or split?
Deal.
Deal. And the last one has to be deal. So these 2 cards here, you changed the positions of those 2 cards, didn't you? Yeah. So we're now in a situation where the cards are randomised. No way I could know what order the cards are in. We'll get back to the mystery card in a minute. So let's have a look at these 5 cards. So we've got a 2, an ace, and a 5. We've got 2, 2, 1, 1, 5. First of all, all the cards you picked are numbers that are on a dice. 2, 1, 5, they're all on a dice. I said this was my prediction. If the 5 dice were showing the same number as these 5 cards here, would that be good?
Yeah.
It would be. Let me show you. Look, they've been here the whole time. And the 5 dice, the order of those 5 dice are, 1, 2, 4, 1, 4. Well, I was kind of close. Look, let me see if I can do this. Watch this. Yeah, it was about as wrong as you can get. But don't worry about it. Look, I'm going to try and fix this. Watch this. If I just shake, I think I've done it. Check this out. Look. Now. Look. 2, 2, 1, 1, 5. 2, 2, 1, 1, 5. It's now the exact order. But here's the thing, right? We had a mystery card. What number did you pick?
I named
At the beginning,
6.
you said a number. You named 6. Here's this. The card that you picked that was a mystery card is the number 6.
Oh.
But the weirdest thing is, watch those dice again. I'm just going to give it one more shake. Watch. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, every single dice changes so that its 6 is showing and you can examine everything. That's the trick. I think this trick is amazing. I love this trick. I love this trick. I really do. Now, first of all, let me just talk about the prop. The prop is ridiculously well made. The dice are really nice. The container that does the magic, it works exactly as it should. This little thing here, it's really nice. It's leather. There's also a little sponge interior that you get with it that you can lay the dice in. I'm not using that. Now, let me explain. The routine that came with this, there's like an hour download. So you get like an hour instruction. And they go through a basic routine.
Hour?
Yeah, an hour of instruction. They go through the basic stuff. They go through the advanced stuff. And then at the end, they have additional ideas. And they talked about a couple of different things that you could do. And they said, oh, you could use a pack of cards if you wanted to. But they didn't really expand on that. So the routine that you've seen me do there is my routine for Sonic Dice. You can't see it on the download. Feel free to use it if you want to. I mean, it's obviously easy to work out. There's a psychological force at the beginning with the 6, and there's also a riffle force at the beginning to get the 6, and a Vernon substitute, strip out, transfer to get the 5 cards. It's all fairly, you can see how it works. Feel free to use that if you want to. If I don't hit 6 like I did with Ryland, that's not a problem because I use the advanced handling on the download, and I use their number to do a second phase after this. But if I get 6, I stop at that point. And to be honest, every single time I've done it so far, I've got 6. Look, I really like this. I know you don't really know how this works, and I know you saw me practicing it and you said, oh my gosh, I want to learn that because that looks so cool.
Do.
What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
I'll give it 100%.
No, before you give me a percentage, do you like it? What do you like about it?
Yeah. I like it because, like, people are picking, like, 5 cards and then you find the 5 cards and then I name a number at the beginning and there was a mystery card and then it was a 6 and I named the 6. And then when you, at the end, you just shook it and they all were 6.
There's a lot going on, isn't it? And that moment there where you shake, it's so visual. If you do, like we do a lot on TikTok, don't we? If you do TikTok magic, oh my gosh, that is such a visual moment there for TikTok or social media. But it's also a commercial routine. Sometimes a lot of the stuff that you see that will work on social media, it's not commercial. This is commercial. It's an instant reset. You're ready to go any single time. Everything's examinable. And if you do want to use cards with it, it makes a great transition piece to go from card tricks to something else, or to go from, dice into something else. It's just brilliant. You're giving it 100%, which is your standard for something that you like. Look, I know when I get out and I start working properly again, I'm going to use this. But if you're doing virtual shows, by the way, I've been doing a lot of virtual shows. This is brilliant for virtual shows because you can hold this right up to the camera and you can go boom, and you can have that really visual moment. So I'd give it 95%. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think you're going to force me to teach you this, aren't you? Are you going to steal this off me? This is mine. You're going to nick it off me, are you?
I want one.
I thought you would. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. Let's now move on to our next review. Right, on to review number 2. Now, we've gone from one of the newest items that that have been released to one of the oldest. I first bought this trick at the Blackpool Magic Convention 28 years ago.
What?
I know, right? This is a very old trick. It's called Bob's Box because it's invented by a guy called Bob Swadling. It's, I think, exclusively from Mark Mason right now. But you do this, don't you? You love this trick.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of people, even though this has been around a long time, I think a lot of people don't know about this. And you do it a lot. So would you mind performing it for everyone?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Daddy?
Yeah?
I've got a card.
Yeah?
Card.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a box.
Okay.
And inside the box I've got a coin. Actually, Mummy, get that cover over here.
Okay.
Go on, Mummy, come on.
What are we doing, right?
Okay, can you examine everything?
Okay, yeah. Coin, box, lid.
Okay,
I'm good with that.
I'm going to put the coin inside the box. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto the card, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to decide where to put it. I'm going to put it there.
Okay.
And guess what happens when I snap?
What happens?
The coin goes.
Where does it go?
Well, that's the great thing. It's under the card. It's
Wow.
a magic coin.
That's cool. Can you do it again?
Yeah, I can do it again.
Go on then.
Sure, man. I can do it again. All I have to do, we're going to get it from the card. This time we're not going to get it under the card. This time we're going to get it from the card into the box.
Into the box.
Yeah. Into
Okay, got
this
it.
box. This
Okay.
box at the corner,
Okay.
one, like this. I'm just going to snap.
No way. It's in the box.
Yeah, it's in the box.
Show me. That's awesome.
Now let's shout at the card.
Well, let's put the card away. Carry on. Carry on.
Look, I'm just going to take the box and I'm going to put it on my hand. And just when I snap, it goes from the box.
Where'd it go?
When I just hit my hand, it goes penetrating through.
Wow, that's amazing.
It went from there through the box, through the hand straight away, and then into my hand.
Is that the end of the trick?
No.
There's more?
Yeah, we're not even. This is not even the finale yet.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to put the lid on, and now we're going to get it from my hand into the box.
Okay.
Okay, like this. Gone
No way.
into the box.
That is brilliant.
That's not even the end.
Isn't it?
No, this is the finale. Look, if I just cover it up.
What, we're not even using the box?
No, the shadow's in the box as well. And then when I do that and blow, the coin goes.
Where's it go?
That's the great thing. When I do that again, it goes in the hand.
That is spectacular. And that's the end of the trick, right?
Yeah.
That is really cool. That is really cool. Good performance, right? Really good performance. So, you perform this a lot. How much practice have you put into that trick?
A lot.
A lot.
I do it like most of my.
Tell them, not me.
I do it like most of my magic practice.
Recently, you've been doing a lot of coin magic practice, haven't you?
Yeah, I haven't been doing. But basically, all I've been doing, I've done. Daddy, I'm going to be practicing magic. I'm going to be practicing my whole time in magic, and then I just get that trick out. I'm going to practice for 90 minutes.
So,
No, 2 hours every day. I do it 2 hours.
I know you do, mate, and then some, to be honest. So, tell me, what do you like about this trick? Because you do a lot of coin magic. What do you like about this?
What do I like about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I like it because like there's a lot of magic happening in it because the coin is moving around.
Mm-hmm.
And like the finale, like you cover it up and then it just goes.
It is really magical, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything's magic in it.
And although you've put a lot of practice into it, there's not much technically to it. There's a vanish at the end of the routine.
Yeah.
It's a special box and a special coin that does the work, but you do have to spend a lot of time practicing the routine because there's a lot that can go wrong. If you don't know the structure of the routine, there's a lot can go wrong, isn't there? You need a table to do it, but to be honest, this is a little bit like the Akita box.
Do you need a table?
You kind of do, yeah, because of the card thing and putting the card, you need the table. In fact, I'd say
Some people don't do it that way, don't do that.
Well, I was going to say, this is a little bit like an Akita box. With an Akita box, you can come up with your own routines for it. You know,
that's what I did. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is too hard, I'm training.
The final thing with the lid, where you just covered up the lid and it went in your hand, that's your own thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I made that up.
Yeah, you did.
Like, the thing before that was the finale for that trick.
Yeah, and you adapted it.
Yeah, at the beginning, everybody did it a different way to me. So you changed it, that was too hard. You changed it, that was too hard. And then we finally came up with this way.
Yeah, and you know what? You can come up with ways of doing this where you don't need a table. It's a new principle. Well, it's not new because it's really old, but it's a principle. If you don't know this trick, it allows somebody who's not really got that much experience with coin magic to be able to do some stunning effects. And the nice thing is, it literally just fits in your pocket like that. That's all it is. It's hardly anything.
Wait,
and things can be examined.
Case, right?
No, the brown case I gave you. You don't get the brown case with the trick. Yeah. But it's very, very good. What would you give it out of 100%?
100 again.
You give it all these tricks 100. It does do them. I think that you're very black and white. If you don't like it, it gets next to nothing. If you like it and you do it, it gets 100%. I think that's where we're at with this. You know what? I've been using this for years and years and years. I've got several different routines that I do with this. The routine that Ryland just performed for you is the classic routine with his little add-on at the end. I'd give this 90%. If you're a commercial worker and you want to do stuff that really packs a punch, it's definitely worth getting. Bob's Box. Right, review number 3. I knew he was going to do that. Yeah, review number 3. This is a relatively newer item. This is by a company that maybe a few of you have heard of, Illusionist, one of the biggest magic companies in the world. This is an Illusionist product, stretched cards. Now, the reason I'm reviewing this is, although it's been out about 6 months, and I've been using this now for about 3 or 4 months. This is a really killer product, and every single commercial close-up worker that I've spoken to, they don't use this, and I really don't know why. So I'm going to perform it for you first of all, and then I'm going to tell you why you should do this, because this is really good. Right, we're going to use a deck of cards for this. As I go through the deck, just say stop.
Stop.
Cool, that card right there. So I'm going to show the card to the camera. I'm going to show it to you, Ryan. Can you see that?
Yeah.
In all honesty, it doesn't really matter what the card is. I'm allowed to see it. What was the card, Ryan?
10 of clubs.
10 of clubs. Let's have a look. Yeah, 10 of clubs. Okay, we're going to try and do something impossible with the 10 of clubs right now. I want you to watch. Hopefully you can see this. Let me see if I can do this. Watch. If I just take this card and start to stretch it like this, probably can't tell, but if I do this, I can actually start to stretch it and pull it.
Is it hard?
Yeah, it is, but hang on a minute. If I just do this, I've actually stretched that card, and you can keep that as a souvenir. Where are you going? So that's the trick. It's very, very simple. Now, they come in packs of, I know if I give you that, you're just going to be messing about it with the entire thing. It comes in packs of, I think, 25. So you get 25 in a pack.
25 of them?
You get 25 of these, yeah. Because the whole idea is, this is something that the guy who created this, and I'll put his name down below, I can't remember his name at the moment, unfortunately, but the guy that created this, he based it on the stretched coin, and he said that he wanted to get a version of the stretched coin, which has been kind of a David Roth thing for years.
But you stretch a coin?
Stretch a coin, you don't know that, I'll show you one day. But it's a version of that, right? And he designed it so that you could give it out for examination. So you can actually have this card signed. And you can actually take the signed card and you can stretch the signed card. So in order to give it out as a souvenir, you've got to have a lot of them. So you buy them in packs of 25 and then you can give them out as a souvenir. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You could do it the way I just performed it for you, and you could just stretch it, show it them, and then put it away. Now, here's the thing. I go one of two ways. If I'm doing like a normal walk around gig and I'm feeling tight, I'll just do it like that and I won't give it out to them. But if I'm doing like an important table or the head table at a wedding, or people like, am I boring you? Or do you need more sleep and less Zelda? But if I'm doing like the head table at a wedding, I'll get them to sign it. I'll get them both to sign. I'll get them to keep it as a souvenir. This is a really nice routine. Also, again, I don't want to keep bringing up social media, but and I've changed my stance on this since the Wizard product review. A lot of you that used to watch me on the Wizard product review, you'll know that I used to slam tricks that could only be done on social media. Since then, I've been doing a lot on social media, so I can understand the value of it. I can understand the value. I've spent money on a trick that I knew I was only ever going to perform on TikTok, for example. But my favorite is if there's a trick that looks awesome on social media, but also looks awesome in real life. And this is this. Negative, right, very important point to consider. Can you just, yeah, I'll get it. The gimmicks are only made in cohorts. That's something you need to consider. If you're going to buy this, you're going to need cohort cards. That's why you see me using cohorts a lot right now. If you don't know cohorts, they're a really nice brand of cards. They're created by Illusionist. They're made by Cartamundi. And they are marked cards as well, which is another little bonus.
What do you mean marked cards?
I've never talked to you about cards. In other words, you look at the backs of the cards and you can see what the fronts are. A bit like Steve Deller's Night Flight deck. Okay, but these aren't as good as the Night Flight deck, to be honest. And I don't use them as marked cards, but it's nice to know that the cards are marked if that's something you're interested in.
How are they marked?
But they are beautiful. I'll show you later. This isn't a review about marked cards, but these are beautiful cards to use. I use them an awful lot. These are like the main card I use these days when I'm gigging. But I just have 3 or 4 of these in my pocket, and all you have to do is copy it onto the bottom of the deck and you're good to go. The instructional download, the guy that created it and also explains it is very, very clear, very good at explaining it. There's 3 or 4 different handlings, 3 or 4 different ways of stretching the card, 3 or 4 different ways of switching the card, 3 or 4 different ways of doing the routine. It is what it says on the tin. I really like it. I want to know what you think very quickly. You got 15 seconds to give me one.
I think.
No, come on. Tell me what you think about it. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you stretch a card. And you pick the...
So
you have a free choice for someone to pick a card. And they're like, I'll pick this one, please. And then it's a 10 of clubs. And you're like, okay, I'm going to stretch your card. And then you just go...
What he said. So as a kid, would you say it's more interesting having a card come to the top of the deck, or is it more interesting taking a card and stretching it like that?
Stretchy.
I rest my case. It is a way better visual having a card end up like this than something like Ambitious Card. I would highly recommend this. I use this. I have to give it like 93% because I use it all the time. I've got like 40, 50 of these ready to go gigging when I'm allowed to gig again after lockdown. You're giving 100%.
Again, yeah.
You really like you just love all of the tricks on the show today, don't you? I can tell. Okay, so that's
The last trick is going to be done by me.
let's get straight on with the next review. Right, review number 4. Are we ready for this?
Yeah.
We sat down and watched Darwin Ortiz's live act on Penguin, didn't we?
Yeah.
2.5 hours of card magic. Now, what did you think of the live act? Because you told me at the time. What do you think?
It was very, very good.
But
Some tricks I couldn't do.
some tricks were very hard. When we started getting into second dealing, bottom dealing, middle dealing, centre dealing, and we started getting into gambling themed tricks, you got a bit bored, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ryland isn't into poker, really.
What does poker mean?
Exactly. He's not into gambling. He wants to have really fun visual tricks. And the Darwin Ortiz Penguin live act, it was kind of like two halves. There was some gambling stuff that kind of really bored you to tears, didn't it? But then there was some other stuff that you loved. And there was a trick on there, and you said it was one of your favourite tricks that you've ever seen with a pack of cards, wasn't it? So, do you want to perform the trick?
A shiner deck.
Okay, yes. Ryland's pointing out that his deck of cards is a shiner deck.
And the box is shiny inside.
Yes, the box is shiny inside.
Shiny.
Okay, come on, get on with it. I'll hold on to the box. You can do a trick for me.
Yeah.
Go.
Daddy, I've got a pack of cards here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you lucky?
Am I lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
Okay, name a card.
Any card.
Yeah.
Jack of hearts.
Jack of hearts. Are you sure you want a jack of hearts?
Yeah, I want Jack of hearts.
Okay, I'm just going to cut the cards like, there.
Okay.
Now we're going to take the 3 of diamonds and you're going to put it wherever you want in the deck.
Anywhere I want to into the
Now
deck.
when I was practicing this, you did the jack of hearts and I landed on that card.
Face up or face down?
Face up. Anywhere. Literally anywhere.
Okay. I'm happy.
Okay, let's see where you put it.
Okay. I think it was a bit further down.
Yeah, you put it very far down, that's all.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you put that card next to 2 cards.
Yes, I did.
Next to that card, which isn't your card.
That is not my card.
No, it is not. And you also put it next to that card.
Yes, I did.
Now, if that's your card, that proves that you're lucky. And you're a good magician. Turn it over. Are you a good magician? Are you lucky?
I think I'm lucky.
Go on.
Boom! I am
You're lucky!
very lucky. That's called the
You're
luck test,
very
isn't it? That's called the luck test by Darwin Ortiz. That I think you need to tell people that's a difficult trick to do.
That is a difficult trick. You've
So-
got to pull in it.
You got to, yeah. You've got to tell them what you got to do. So you're culling.
Yeah, you pull in.
You're using a mem deck.
Yeah, you're using the mem deck. You have to do a whole entire deck.
Yeah, you know the entire. You're using mnemonic, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're doing estimation cuts. So the name of your card, you're having to cut near it.
Yeah.
It's not an easy trick, is it?
It's not.
How
easy.
much practice have you put into that?
2 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean seriously.
And then I moved on to that Bobby's box.
Yeah, you did.
Bob,
But that's
Bob,
but
Bob,
it's
Bob.
it's an instant reset, isn't it? That just
Yeah.
resets the trick.
Just a reset.
All of Darwin Ortiz's stuff. Put
Let
the
me
deck
just
down.
put this back in order.
No, leave it for later. We're reviewing.
Oh.
Leave it for later. So this this trick, okay? All of Darwin Ortiz's stuff is hard.
Yeah.
The online lecture, look at them, not me. The online lecture, really hard stuff. You picked out something that you could do, but out of the entire lecture, that is the only trick that you picked up. but it's also become one of your favourite card tricks.
Yeah.
So what would you give Darwin Ortiz live at Penguin Magic? Tell them, not me.
100%.
Why? 100%. It was a 3-hour. It was a 3-hour lecture, and there was one trick in there that you liked. Is it because you like the trick so much? Huh? Look, I picked up 4 tricks that I've done. Here's my, by the way, quick bugbear. I hate gambling tricks. I just hate them. I just hate gambling tricks because a big percentage of people I'm performing for don't like gambling and don't get into gambling tricks. And the ones that do, I just don't like. I don't like gambling tricks. I think Darwin Ortiz is amazing, though. That was close. I think Darwin Ortiz. No, just alone. I think Darwin Ortiz is amazing. I think his live act at Penguin is well worth getting. It's absolutely brilliant. I have to agree, this has got to be a high mark. I think we're going to have to give this I'm going to give this 96%. But
that's your highest percent that you've ever done so far.
I love Darwin Ortiz. I've got all of his books and stuff, and it was brilliant.
4% and you're near me. You're 4% away.
Do you ever shut up?
No.
This must have been like what my David Penn must have felt like with me. Look, here's the thing. I really like this, but be prepared to put a lot of effort in. It's really difficult stuff. Not all of it's a mem deck. There's only 2 routines that are mem deck, but for those 2 routines, for that one that Ryland did, you will need to be very proficient in mnemonica. And that's it. Yeah, I'd give that 100%. No, you give it 100%. I'd give it 96%.
4%.
Well, guys, thanks very much for watching another review show with me and Ryland. I had a blast. Did you have a blast?
Yeah, thank you.
We hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube, and please tell all your friends about this. If you've got mates that are into magic and they want to know, let us know. We're committed to doing this review show every single week. Of course you can. Go for it.
Thank you.
Let us know if you want us to review anything in particular. Please let us know, because if there's something in particular you want us to review, we'll do it, won't we?
Yeah.
But we'll see you back again next Thursday. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Have a good day.